Virtual Campground is a community of RVers. We gather around the campfire to share stories, information, and travel tips that help you on your next adventure. Your camp hosts, Deborah and Barry Benton, are full-time RVers in search of quaint bookstores, cozy coffee shops with great Wi-Fi, and epic photography opportunities, all to share with you. So pull up your chair and join us in the Virtual Campground. Working.
Oh, I see.
Oh, now, oh. We're going to go with our old-fashioned speakers. I bet you can hear us now. Check 1, 2. Johnny, can you hear us?
Steve is on too.
All right. Yay. Okay. Boy, that was a rocky start.
Well, we haven't done it in like 3 months, two and a half.
We have no idea.
Yeah, we haven't done this a long time.
Yeah, have no idea what we're doing, frankly.
We never do.
That's normal. Yeah.
Okay. Yay. Thank you. We're working now. Yeah. We're working now.
Not our real microphone, but we'll worry about that later. Hopefully it's not too bad sounding. Although what we ought to do is, we're a little rusty, is maybe turn off the dryer, because I bet that's putting some ambient noise back there. And so a little crazy, folks.
How's that? Much better.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's better here anyway.
How's everybody doing?
Clearly, we're doing great. So it's really cold. Almost everywhere I've talked to, or everyone I talk to, it's cold. I know Dallas is having an ice storm. We're in Galveston, where it is windy and cold, but not snow or ice.
Yeah. It's all. When I went out there just a minute ago, it was a little bit misty and just kind of yucky overall.
It's been yucky the whole time we've been here. We've had 2 days of sun the whole time we've been here.
Seems like it, yeah.
No, I think literally we've had 2 days of sun. It's been rainy and gloomy and gray and kind of windy, but today's really windy. I think we actually have a wind chill. It was like 40, but then a wind chill of 30 something. Was that right?
Yeah, very cold. All right, we go, 73. Oh, Steve, you're in Florida, I think.
Is that right?
I think that's where.
Or you were in Arizona?
Yeah.
Misty over snow is good. And it's better than what they're having in Dallas, which is ice. They would take snow over ice because that's treacherous.
And the Kempers are checking in from chilly Castroville.
I'm fuzzy. I don't know. Do I look?
Oh, you know what?
Out of focus.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, I forgot to change our focus settings. So do I need to go change that? Yeah, I do.
Or we sit back.
Wait, yeah. We got to stay in that one spot.
Oh, my word. So glad that y'all are friends with us. Yes. Fort Myers. Okay, so they are in Florida. Yeah. Yes. Snow is better than ice. Snow is better than mist. Snow is better than most things unless you have 7 feet of it.
Well, unless you're going skiing. I'd rather have snow for skiing.
And there you can have 7 feet because it's packed. But I'm talking about, like, somebody sent me a picture of their car covered in snow, like buried in snow. Buried.
Yeah. Or you can say buried if you want. I wasn't going to point it out.
That's nice of you. Yeah, if you don't move, it's great. Just stay inside.
Stay on the focal plane, you'll be good.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, where's the focal plane?
There's no planes around here. It's an RV.
I don't see a focal plane. I forgot to change the setting. So it's been so long since we've done this. I forgot to change the focus setting where it finds our face and focuses on it.
Is that a focal plane?
That's a focal. It's called Find Your Face Focal Plane.
Ah,
Drew Benton's in the house.
Drew.
Our Bosch research engineer guy, son.
Yes. He's working for Bosch right now out in, is it sunny, Drew? Sunny, California.
Sunny,
it was sunny
sunny
when we were there.
Sunnyvale?
He's in Sunnyvale, right outside of San Jose.
No.
But I don't know if it's sunny in Sunnyvale right now.
No, I'm sure it is. It's California.
Yeah, but when he first got there, it was rained.
That's
It was
true.
like
That's true.
a
But
flood.
we were out there a couple of weeks ago, and it was
We were there
absolutely
just
lovely.
last week.
Was it just last
We
week?
just got back Thursday.
Wow.
It's been a long
Ooh,
week.
it has been a long week.
Yeah, we were in Rancho Palos Verdes,
Yes.
right outside LA, from Saturday to Thursday. And it was beautiful the whole time we were there. And that's a really pretty area. It's big cliffs, lots of
It was gorgeous.
the beach is, I mean, not really what I think of as a beach, it was rocks, but it was very pretty.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Wherever I went, it should be sunny. I'm sunny, right? So that makes it sunny where I am. Now we've got it going up thick. Is
Yeah.
what we got.
So it has been a busy week. So we had a really busy weekend. I guess that's one of the reasons it feels like
We did.
it's been
We had a lot of
longer
company.
because we had your college buddy come in from
Lisa.
Lisa came in from
Houston.
So we're just an hour from
Yeah,
downtown
she came down
Houston.
for dinner.
So that was lovely.
She went to see our house.
Yeah, that was Friday night, and then Saturday night the Hoppers came. We
Yeah.
hung out at a brewery for a little while, and then went to dinner with them, and that was lovely.
Yep, they came over from College Station.
Yeah.
They have moved to College Station now because they're going to be grandparents in the next about 6 weeks, I guess. They'll be grandparents.
We always forget to do a photo.
We remembered to take a picture.
Remembered this time, so we had fun at the brewery. Then we went over to a cool pier restaurant on the pier,
Jimmy's,
and then went outside after it got dark and cold and rainy and misty and foggy.
This
and
tells you we
took a
forgot to
selfie.
take the picture at the brewery where it was just, gray, but it was
Right.
not so windy. But
Yeah.
it was fun. I wouldn't probably recommend Jimmy's on the pier as far as food goes.
No, it had a nice view, and that's really why you go, is
Mhm.
because it was right there on the pier. Steve wants to know if we have any recommendations. We are staying at a RV park called Stella Mare, and it's fine. It's got a nice pool. It's got
really
a
nice.
cool office / meeting room / poker room / donut room.
In other words, they have a lot of social activities.
Yeah, a lot of social activities.
It's a really nice concrete, really good
Yeah.
pads and roads.
Yeah,
It's across the highway from the beach.
Yeah, so there's the highway, then there's some residential, and then there's the beach. It's not too difficult to get to the beach. There's one just a stone's throw from here.
That's
that
called
way.
Delanare. I think if we came back when the weather was good, I would suggest there because then you're on the beach.
Yeah, that would be our recommendation.
If you don't mind sand, then that would be a good
I
place.
mean, this is lovely. Don't get us wrong.
but if you don't like sand, this is probably the place to stay.
Yeah, because this one's grass and concrete, like you said.
Mhm. And a nice pool.
The sites are a little close together, but that not any tight, not any closer than a typical RV park like this. So it's
Yeah, I don't think they're that close. I mean, we've been in much
oh
worse.
yeah, we've been in worse, but it
Yeah.
is close.
Okay.
So we can recommend it. We got the monthly rate.
Mhm.
The monthly rate made it much more palatable. So
This used to be a high-rise hurricane place. I mean, a high-rise before the hurricane, or there used to be. Yeah, there used to be several. We're not far from Jamaica Beach, and that got hit several tornadoes ago, and lots of things got torn down there. There's several. There's another RV park I think down further on Jamaica Beach, and then there's of course There's one up by the main part of Galveston. I probably wouldn't stay there. It, again, is pretty much on the beach. It just looks really crowded and run down. This section, you're further from the seawall, you're further from the grocery stores and stuff, but that makes it a little bit quieter and nicer.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Oh, I see. Most of the they used to be high rises, but now they're RV parks because the hurricanes.
Yeah.
But they're popular. And it's been interesting. I really thought this would be a lot of people here for the whole month, but we've had a lot of coming and going.
Yeah, it's been pretty transient, and the just 5 miles down the road, 6 miles down the road that way is, and that way, so just that way. I think that's west, is the state park, which looks really lovely.
Yeah.
I would check that out if you're the type.
You're only going to be here for 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you don't mind staying short, that state park looks nice. It's out a little bit more remote, and but it's right on the water.
So Johnny, you said you drove down to Galveston for a sunrise. That seems hard for me. I don't even get up, and I'm sitting right here, and I can look out my window at the sunrise. But where were you driving from? You live up in Michigan.
Yeah, I hope you weren't driving from Michigan.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
The sun rises near Michigan too, I assume, so you could see it there.
Actually, when we were in California, we were at that point that we were at. We could see a sunrise and sunset. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Again,
cool.
Didn't really see the sunrise.
That's California. They arranged that special.
Just special for that place. And that's the closest I've come to getting up for sunrise because, sunrise there is like 9 o'clock at Texas time. So I was doing pretty well.
If we ever
a little bit more of my time.
We'll have to request a room on the other side so you can see the sunrise.
Yeah, that would be good. No, I like seeing the sunset. It was prettier.
Okay, so we talked about the hoppers. We talked about us here. What else are we going to talk about? Let's talk about. You had some notes you want to talk about.
I did. Do you know what today is?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Today is Tuesday.
Okay.
January 31st.
Yes.
2023.
Exactly. Yes. It is apparently National Plan Your Vacation Day.
What?
I just read the news and report it.
You're making this up. This is how these things start.
No, really,
said, what are we going to call today?
Somebody verify that for me. Google, whatever. It is. It's National Plan Your Vacation Day. I guess they figure you're in the middle of winter, and for those of us that don't live in an RV and essentially move around all the time, that you might want to start thinking about where you want to go for your vacation. So if you haven't started your vacation planning, for those of you that don't live in an RV full time, you might want to, right, Johnny?
Yeah. Speaking of that, Johnny's asking where we're going in 2023.
Well, that was my next topic. Thank you, Johnny. We are
nice segue, Johnny.
Good. You're so good. We actually, and I mean literally right before we got on this, just applied to a place, and when I say applied, it was ridiculous what they were asking for. Because we want to stay for a month up in Salt Lake City area. We're going to try to stay in the mountain area. It's called Naughty Pine. It's hard to say.
Not naughty. Not Naughty Pine. We don't stay at those places.
Naughty Pines.
Naughty Pine. K-N-O-T-T-Y.
Oh, Dottie, hey! She's been trip planning too. Yeah, so we're going to be in, it's Kansas? No, it wasn't called Kansas. It was like Cannons or something. Utah.
It's about 30, 45 minutes outside of Salt Lake City, towards the east of Salt Lake City. So
to the mountainside.
Up in the mountains.
Yeah.
Not too far from the deer park and all those areas.
Yeah, it's all the mountains that people ski on. And we'll be there April to May, so you might be able to ski. There might be some skiing.
Might be some spring skiing, yeah.
So, but Johnny, we're going to leave here and go to San Antonio. We're going to get to see the Kempers and anybody else that wants to come to San Antonio for 2 weeks. And then we go to Big Bend, which I'm really excited about. You've been a couple times. I've never been, which kind of makes me feel like I can't say I'm a Texan, though I bet a lot of Texans haven't been either. But we're going to go to Big Bend for a few weeks. We hope. It's another one of those campgrounds where, you know how sometimes you make a campground reservation with someone that seems a little daffy. That might be this lady. Anyway, but we're going to stay in Big Bend. Then we're going to head up to Santa Fe. We're going to be there for practically a month. And we got some friends coming up there to join us for a little bit. But we'll be there, a month, because we'll be there, because we extended 1 week, because we have to go back to Dallas for a wedding. And then we head up into Utah, and then into Oregon. Oregon, yeah. Starting June 25th, my birthday, we have reservations on the coast. We'll actually be in there early because we're meeting some friends for to visit. Don't say it. I won't say it.
Don't say it. Willamette Valley.
Damn it.
Willamette, damn it, Valley. So we're going to be meeting some friends there to drink a little bit of wine in that wine country. And then we're going to make our way back over to the coast. And then we haven't booked our next spot. We're just going to be at that first one in Oregon coast for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we're going to go up the coast and then across Washington, because there's a couple things we didn't get to see in Washington, maybe as far north as seeing Cascades National Park. That'd be nice. And then, of course, you know where we're going to be in September. You know where we're going to be in September.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we going to be?
Kalispell, Montana,
That's
folks,
right.
for Camp Carpe Diem. I'm so glad you brought that up. I don't even have the dates memorized for this yet.
September 27th to October 1st.
Okay. Well, you might say that louder for the kids in the back room.
The actual campground, Camp Carpe Diem, is September 27th to October 1st. And yes, in Montana.
Montana, just about
Kalispell, Montana.
45 minutes south of Glacier National Park. This is going to be a hoot. I love this group picture because, well, everybody looks so happy and fun wearing their Camp Carpe Diem shirts, but Larry missed it because of some car trouble, so we photoshopped him in.
So if you didn't tell anybody.
Yeah, I know it. Isn't that cool? So anyway, yeah, we had such a blast last year, and we are looking forward to it this year. Do you want to play the little video? Or
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So this is our teaser video for, this was our second...
Really just wanted to bring people together over our shared passions.
Our shared passions, but also with the intention of creating a community.
Actually, RVers who work on the road do a great job of working on the road, which means they never leave their rig.
Right. They don't go and have the fun.
That dreaded work-life balance, that everyone talks about. It's really tough when you're on the road.
Yeah.
You think it's
Stay
going
in
to
the
be easy,
rig
but
and
it's
work all
hard.
day. All right, we're going to bail out of that. It's a little longer than I remember, but Deborah reminded me that was from our first inaugural.
Was obviously in Ouray,
in Ouray, Colorado. Yeah.
So we need to update it. In fact, Steve, I need some pictures. I swear I had some pictures that we all put in a drive and I cannot find them. So if you have them handy and wouldn't mind sending some to me, I would love to update with yours and Barry's pictures. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, and Johnny, I'm very confused. So you drove to Galveston for a sunrise one morning. You drove to Big Bend for one day. Big Bend, like nobody goes to Big Bend for one day. It's out of the way. So what were you doing in Texas? Very confusing. And when was this? So, yes, Ouray was gorgeous. Very pretty. But so we were in Asheville, Brevard. That was lovely this year. Yeah, and now we're going to be in Montana, which is also going to be gorgeous. We're going to be about 30 minutes outside of Glacier National Park. And Kalispell is really cool. It's got lots of great breweries again. So excited.
Yeah. Campground's open now. Mm-hmm. Tickets are selling now.
Yeah.
We've sold quite a few already. So
got a lot of returnees, which is always a good thing. You know, that means they had fun if they come back.
That's right.
So everybody else needs to come too. Dottie, where are you planning on going this year? Are you guys getting out of Canada? Are they letting you out of Canada? And Johnny, have you decided if you're going out on? I know you've already been to Florida. Where else are you going? The Kempers, I think I have a good idea about your plans. And the Kraliks, you're in Florida now, and obviously you're going to end up in Montana, but I'm not sure what you're doing in between. So let us know in the chat. What else?
All right.
So that's basically and then after Camp Carpe Diem, we're a little unsure.
Yeah.
We're thinking we're going to head down to Colorado
Maybe
and
spend some
maybe
time in
hang.
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah. Especially, it depends. As we said earlier, we have one son in California right now. We're not sure where he's going to land by fall. And then our other son is also, he's in Dallas right now working, and he may be in Colorado by next fall. We don't know. So we're kind of letting some of those things gel as we make final plans for fall, and hopefully don't have to make campground too far in advance for that. Yellowstone Glacier, yep, back in Canada by July 1st. Oh, bummer. So you're going to miss Camp Carpe Diem again. When? Okay, by July 1st. So June. So we'll miss you because we'll be in Oregon. Darn.
Bummer.
That is darn. I think, no, the campers are going to be in Yellowstone, I think, but not until right before Carpe Diem. So you'll miss them too. I'm sad that we'll not get to see you. We do have some pictures from Portugal, though. You were asking us about Portugal. At the end of the show, we have some pictures from Portugal to show you guys from our trip that we took over the holidays. Yes, the campers think that they're Texans. They kind of are. They've become more Texan than most of us.
That's right.
They spend more time in Texas than I do. So, for sure. Let's see. Yes. Woohoo. Yes. Pictures. That's right. I was like, what's she being woohooing about? So also wanted to say, as speaking of Yellowstone, I saw some news the other day about national parks and the reservation systems. In the last couple of years since COVID, there's been lots of reservation systems going on for different things. They are doing away with some of them. In fact, Yosemite will no longer require a reservation. When we were there a couple years ago, you had to have a reservation to get in if you weren't staying in the park. And they are now saying that they won't require reservations. They did the changes that they needed to do to Mariposa, and they also made the changes that they were looking to make, adding parking. So they're hoping that helps alleviate some of the traffic issues. They don't need any reservations. However, if you want to go during the weekends in February, they will require reservations for that, because you know what goes on in February in Yosemite?
Horsetail?
Horsetail, that's right. It's fire. They call that fires at Horsetail, is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Horsetail Falls, kind of because of the way the sun hits it in February, it looks like it's like liquid fire lava. So they do get a lot of traffic for that. So they will require reservations on the weekends only during that time. But then other than that, they won't. And the only two that I know of that will require entry reservations are the Arches and Muir National Park. No, I'm talking about entry reservations. Camping, you always need reservations, but entry, just to even enter the park. And then some of the other parks require reservations for specific things, like specific drives. Like going to the sun, is that what it's called? Yep. Going to the sun drive in Glacier from like May until, I want to say September. It's you do need a reservation. I think Camp Carpe Diem is okay. So that's why I'm thinking it's only until September. But there are certain times of the year where you need a reservation to get onto going to the sun. You can need one to do drives in Acadia has one that they require. The Rocky Mountain National Park has one that they require for a drive. And then there are some hikes that need reservations, like Angel's Landing in Zion. If you want to do that, that's actually a lottery system. So you have to enter those to try to get a lottery. So definitely this year, we still need to kind of check it out, make sure if you want to do everything in a national park, especially from, it seems to me like during the summer, May to about October, you want to check and make sure that they don't have a need for a reservation.
Yeah, it really makes sense. These most popular parks just aren't made for the numbers of people that are descending on them. Mm-hmm. And especially during the summer months, it really pays to hit them in the shoulder season, off season, and find those parks like Big Bend that just aren't as well traveled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go to the ones that are a little bit off the beaten track. Look, Larry's here, and Larry, we were just talking about you.
That's right.
We just showed the picture from Camp Carpe Diem that you are in,
Yeah.
even though you were magically in there because you weren't actually
yeah,
physically there.
There
You
you
go.
Larry. I don't know if you ever saw this, Larry, but we got you dropped in there. So that's fun.
That is fun. Okay, let's see. Steve says that they're going to be meandering, northwest. It went away.
What went away?
His words up there.
Oh.
I just need, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Scrolling. Meandering northwest from Florida, camp hosting. Oh, y'all are going to do some camp hosting. Ooh, I want to hear about that. In Wisconsin, and then going through Minnesota and North Dakota to join us, and then south to Arizona and Texas. Where in Texas are you going to be? So yeah.
Yeah,
okay, that sounds
we're going
cool.
to cross paths maybe a couple of times there.
Yeah.
Well, at least, certainly at CCD, and then who knows where we're going to be after CCD. Maybe we'll head down to Arizona. Who knows?
Well, we keep talking about the very next weekend after CCD is the Albuquerque Balloon Festival. But we didn't try to get tickets for that, so I imagine we wouldn't be able to go to that now. But we do want to go either on the way up or on the way back. I've never been to what is it, Arches, but we're probably too late for going up, so we might try to do it coming back down.
Yeah,
go through
great.
the Arches, and maybe some of those other. There's
Canyon
several national parks in Utah that we've only been to Zion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got to go to Bryce.
Canyonlands. Yeah, the campers went to in one weekend, if I remember right. They went to 4? Did you go to 4, 3? Which one was your favorite? That was when we were staying right out of Zion National Park. Yes, Johnny asked Larry if he had car trouble again. Hopefully not. All over Texas. Okay, cool. South Kettle, Moran, Ottawa Lake. Is that in Wisconsin? I don't know those words because I have not been to Wisconsin yet. But they sound like Wisconsin words. Wisconsin and
we do know
Michigan.
some people that are trying to get us there. And
One day
we'll be there. Mm-hmm. All right, what's next?
Y'all want to play a game? I have a game. And so we're going to play a game. And what we're going to do, it's a trivia game. So you just have to answer in the chat, and we're going to try to give enough time for the delay for you to answer the questions. So you can try to guess as well, Barry.
Okay.
Because I don't think you've seen these answers yet.
I have not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the first question is, this is just for you, Drew. How many states have panhandles?
More than you think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with 6.
Okay. Let's see what people in the chat say. I know I do need to go to Teresa. You're right. We do need to go to Wisconsin. And we thought we would last year when we went to Michigan. But then we ended up going over to New York. So we didn't have time to get to Wisconsin. And figured we'd do that because we also haven't done the Dakotas. We really haven't done anything up there in the middle. 3. Higher.
There's 2 guesses for 3. Larry says 6. So he stole my answer, though.
Did you say 6?
I said 6.
Okay.
I think I said 6.
Okay. Everybody knows what a panhandle is, right? All right. So, do you want to know the answer?
I do. Do I go to the next one?
The answer goes to the next one. Officially 9.
Whoa.
Now, if you ask me, there's only 6. I'm with the people that said 6. But yeah, Connecticut, and go to the next picture because I actually have pictures to show you that they do have these panhandles. West Virginia actually has 2 panhandles if you count those itty bitty little things going up there between Ohio and Pennsylvania, and then the one over here going between Maryland and Virginia. They call those panhandles. I don't think so either. I think West Virginia and Connecticut has this little tiny tail. If you ask me, it's not a panhandle. So I'll give Idaho. I'll even give Alaska, even though it's a really skinny one. I also don't think Nebraska should count. That's just a fat little chunk.
It's just a piece of land. I mean,
yeah.
It's just,
yeah, that's what I know. That's what I said. Connecticut is this itty bitty little tail That's really all it is. It's a
It
tail.
should be a rat tail.
Yeah, it's more like, they should cut off their little rat tail. But
Alaska's
officially,
yeah, it's great.
it's 9, and 10 if you count West Virginia twice, which I don't think you should. So that I thought was interesting. But yes, that is a panhandles. The panhandles. Okay, so what U.S. state borders the following rivers? The Guadalupe, the Trinity, Rio Grande, Brazos, and Colorado. It's just one state. Borders might be the wrong word. More surrounds. I need music. I need that kind of Jeopardy music. We go now. And Johnny, that's right. Texas. See, they are Texans. They knew that. Very good. That is correct. Okay. This one is for all of our friends up north. How many states border the Great Lakes?
Steve says Texas.
Well, that was the answer to the last question. Texas does not border the Great Lakes. That would be really, really difficult.
Steve doesn't know his geography.
They're grinning. I hope that means they know it. How many states?
So we go down, says 3. Johnny says 5.
Larry says 8.
Larry says 8. Going with the big number.
Who do you think is closer?
Steve, oh!
He
I'll
just
take
went up,
your
Larry.
8 and
I'll see you one. Okay, now you have to name them. All right, you ready?
Name those states.
It is 8.
8. Whoa! So
Good job, Larry.
Woohoo!
Yep. Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio.
Nice.
Yes. Now, I can't remember if I wrote this down as the next question or not. Oh, yeah, Canada. I did not count Canada, just United States. Yes. This is a United States quiz. I don't know enough about Canada. We'll have Dottie do a Canada quiz one day. Of course, none of us would pass it. Well, you did a very good guess there, Larry. Pennsylvania has Lake Erie. So, not all of the Great Lakes. Only one state has... no, wait. How am I going to say that? One state touches 4, right? So, I think that's right. Go ahead and go to the next one. I think Michigan touches 4 of the Great Lakes. Isn't that right? Those of you from Michigan, I think they touch 4. Is it 3?
At least 3.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Those would be provinces. And I think Lake Michigan is the only lake that is only touched by U.S. states, no Canada. So.
That's trivial.
That is trivial. Now you know. What is the state nickname for Montana? Speaking of Montana, since we're going to go there.
Larry would know. He's from there.
Yes, that is an unofficial nickname. I will accept that one, but there is another one that is more official.
Should I ban Larry?
No, not ban him. Don't ban him.
Johnny said the same thing. So that's
they were typing.
Yeah, their marketing is really good because that's really what you know them as.
Well, and that's exactly why that nickname came up, is because of the marketing advertisement. Is that how they got that Big Sky Country? Have you been there? Good. For one day?
For a sunset?
You went to Montana just for the sunset. Hey, Charlie! How are you doing? I'm so sorry I missed your anniversary show. I hope it went really well. I'm sure it did. I bet it was a lot of fun. Okay. State nickname for Montana besides Big Sky Country. Anybody got it?
Ready?
Ready. Oh, he was there for a week. He gave it a few more days in Texas. Well, he gave Texas more than a day. He just only gave cities one day.
The Treasure State.
Yeah, so
Never heard
Excuse
that.
me. Yeah, the no speed limit. That's a good one, Steve. The Treasure State, because they had a lot of silver and gold and other ore and things up there, minerals and things in Montana. So that was why it was kind of called the Treasure State. But yes, in recent years, it's become known as Big Sky Country because of the advertising,
Nice.
meaning that they have no big skyscrapers.
Very
So,
cool.
yeah.
I like Montana.
I like Montana too. I know so much treasure. That's also where wasn't in Montana that we stopped at Anaconda, and that was where they did all the copper.
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, that's why I think the mules. That we
Oh, that's
got,
right.
yes.
We got our copper. That's right. We got our copper mugs for our.
Yes.
We should be having one of those right now.
There you go. Well, now you know, Larry, the Treasure State. Okay. What state has? Oh, bad English. I did not check myself. What state has the deepest lake in the United States? And how many of you have been there?
What state has the deepest lake? That's going to be a Great Lake, I think.
You think? Oh, thank you, Charlie. That's very nice of you. We're just having fun today. No topics, just chatting.
Oregon. Okay.
Oregon?
Oh, yeah. Crater Lake. Yeah.
That's right. Crater Lake in Oregon.
Nice.
Larry's good at this trivia stuff.
Very cool. I forgot about Crater Lake. We've been there. It didn't look all that deep.
It didn't.
No.
But you remember it was created by a volcano exploding.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And the cool thing is,
yes.
when the volcano exploded, it didn't damage that visitor center at all. It stayed completely intact.
Uh-huh. Millions
Pretty
of
amazing.
years ago, they built the visitor center at Crater Lake, and they exploded. Yes, that's
A lot of
it.
people got that one right. We Go Now says all of California.
Nope.
Oh, we missed this. What is the state nickname for Montana? Crater Lake in Oregon.
Oh, I
Oops.
missed that.
Oh. Deb was in a rush, as you can see.
I kind of missed that, didn't I? How funny.
All right, so
It may
is that-
disappear again in the next explosion. I think
that
was
was
it.
it?
Yep, that was
Okay,
it. That
awesome.
was all for
Nice.
today on trivia,
nice
on
job.
state trivia. And
Nice work.
thank you. Clearly, I was having fun, but not paying much attention to what I was doing. Did you notice that most of the trivia was either a place we've been to or where we're going this year?
Nice. Serves dual
I
purposes.
couldn't really find one for Utah. I'm sure there's lots of great trivia for Utah, but I didn't find one. No, it's not like Tahoe.
I also want to point out to the photographers in the group that I think we fixed our focus problem.
Do we have right focal points?
Yeah, I don't. Well, is my hand in focus? No, my hand's
Oh,
not in
man,
focus. Oh my God! Are we more in focus, people? Okay. Greg thought it was like
Or as
Tahoe.
in
I think
focus
that's a
as we're
good.
going to be.
I think that's a good guess, but
Drew was just in Lake Tahoe, right, Drew?
yeah. Skiing.
And he was not. Yeah, he was skiing, but not on the water.
No. It's a little cold for that.
But it looked really pretty. It's nice. Lake Tahoe's got your lake and your snow. I would like to go there this year. That was on our list of trying to get by there this year. We'll see if we make it.
We went years ago, right? For
Thank you. Our faces are in focus. I think you're trying to tell us.
okay. We went there years ago for skiing, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes, with the boys, they were quite small. They skied with Campbell.
Campbell, that's right.
Campbell
'cause
Soup.
Campbell Soup.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep, he was this instructor. His name was Campbell, and they kept calling him Campbell Soup. Larry, where is Flat Lake? I'm not familiar with that. And Johnny, yes, but it's very exciting. Yeah, do you know I had that glitter hair until I had one strand of it left over here somewhere, and it must have fallen out in the last couple weeks. But it lasted almost a whole year. But do you know what? I'm gonna have more soon. You want to know why?
That's
You
exciting.
want to know why? Because Barry got me some for Christmas. The issue will be that he got me the kit, but you can't do it yourself. So guess who's going to get to learn how to put glitter hair in my hair?
I will be a certified glitter hair installer before the end of this month.
And by
February.
Camp Carpe Diem, it'll be a feature. We'll give
Oh, that's
everybody
right.
glitter hair.
We could have Happy Camper Nails doing nails, And then they'll just come to me for glitter hair.
It'll like be a makeover.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can add some silver to the beard.
I don't need any more of that. I need some dark streams of glitter.
That's not how it works. But yes, thank you for noticing, Johnny. But yeah, I've been very sad. Where are you, Charlie? Oh, are we looking out for furs in Tahoe or fires in Tahoe? And he didn't tell me where Slat is. Or fires.
Oh,
he
Salt
says.
Lake.
Yeah.
I think he was saying Salt Lake.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's going to Mardi Gras? I'm not. Oh, you mean here in Galveston? No, we'll actually be gone. They're starting actually this Saturday here at the campground we're at. They start their Mardi Gras celebrations, and we leave on Saturday.
Yeah.
So no, we won't be here. In fact, some of our best friends from Dallas are coming down. They come every year. This year they said they're actually on a float, right? They're in a crew or something. So, but I've never been to I've never been to Mardi Gras any place, but not the Galvestons either. And I'm okay with that.
No, we should have planned that better. We could make our reservations here for next year, and come back. No? Okay. All right. Just throwing out ideas, no idea is a bad idea.
We're going to be in Colorado, and then we're not going to come this far south, remember?
That's true.
If we go back to Dallas, maybe so. But yeah. Why are we saying, "Oh, sweet Jesus"?
I think it was about the fairy hair and me installing the fairy hair.
Oh, yeah, that will be. Jen, you might be helping with that this week. Yeah, let me know to watch while you're here. Yeah, that's exactly right.
So yeah, so
Charlie's on her. What's a Stinky Slinky comedy tour?
Yeah, so that's something new that she started. So
okay.
Everybody get out there and support Charlie Grace on her tour.
Oh, do you have links to share your information so people will know about it? Please let us know. Larry went to one on Tybee Island. That's Tybee Island.
That was out near
South Carolina, right?
Yeah. Out near that other town that we went to.
Savannah. Oh, that's Georgia.
Very good. Savannah, Georgia.
Yes, Mobile. I would like to go to the Mobile one. I've heard that is the OG, and that one's a good one. Mm-hmm. It sounds better to me than Galveston. I don't know. Galveston's just. I think growing up here, Galveston didn't have a good reputation. Mm-hmm. Though I do hear that they do a really nice Mardi Gras party. So I'm sure it is quite the event. So yes, Johnny. Oh wow, you did stand up to 250. Good job at the Tampa RV show. That's way cool. Wow. That's very cool. Wow. Congratulations.
That's pretty impressive.
So can we see that on YouTube? Did you tape it? That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be very cool.
Very cool.
As far as where everybody is, we're in Galveston. She's going to Atlanta next. All right. Larry, you didn't tell us where are you right now?
Relics are in Florida. Mm-hmm. The Kippers are in Castroville. Johnny's in Michigan.
Which is outside of San Antonio.
Yeah, outside of San Antonio. Very good.
Yeah.
And we're in Galveston. So now you're up to date, Charlie.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, we just need to know where Larry is.
Yep, we don't know where Larry is.
Okay. Where are you, Larry? I thought he was heading down to Florida.
Well, he was in Florida. That's right. I think I saw something. He posted he was near Florida, if not in Florida. I think you're right. Let's see. Okay. So the other day I posted on our website, on the Facebook. On the Facebook, as my mom calls it. On Facebook, about people giving us dad jokes. Mm. Do you want to hear a bad joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say a bad joke or a dad joke?
Same thing. Okay. When does a joke become a dad joke?
When it wears white socks and white shoes with shorts.
When it becomes apparent.
All right. That was bad.
Thank you. Do you know that there are more airplanes in the ocean than submarines in the air?
Whoa. Say that again?
Did you know that there are more airplanes in the ocean than submarines in the air? That makes sense, right? That's plain to see.
Right. Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't get that one either. That was from the Roads May Go. The first one was from Colleen Conger, for those of you that are interested. I recently found myself writing the numbers 1 and 20 on one arm and 21 through 40 on the other arm. I wanted my family to know they could count on me. That was from Dwayne Morgan.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. You like that one?
You can use that one, Charlie.
Yeah, I will not be doing stand-up. Stephen Foster State Park near Gainesville. That's what I remembered. I knew it had a G in it. So that's Gainesville, Florida. Gainesville is up in the northern part, right?
Sure. Yeah, it's where Tom Petty was from.
Was it? Gainesville.
Let's see.
I'm trying to remember where Gainesville is. Near Tallahassee? No, I don't know. Larry, you would be able to tell me. Where
Why
is
do
it?
bees have sticky hair? Because they use a honeycomb.
Very good. I like that one.
That was good.
Johnny heard bad too instead of dad. So,
right.
Anything else you guys want to chat about? Because I'm out.
All right. So I'll tell you what. While we're going to do what would be like a live outro. We don't have a slideshow, so I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
That's good.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk through just a few photos from our recent trip to Portugal. We'll do that pretty quick. We don't want to bore you to death. And then
this is like being invited to somebody's show
that's right.
house, and they say, "Here, look at our slides."
So, all right. So we're going to keep an eye on who leaves the show. So don't leave.
Don't leave.
So we're going to show.
Drew, look, Dad got some of the pictures done.
Yeah.
And it's not even been a whole year.
It's very exciting.
It is very exciting.
So Deborah's going to chat with you in the chat.
Okay.
And we'll talk about.
But we're going to be talking live, right?
We're going to talk. Talking
because
live. Oh, I need
I can't
the
chat
mouse
and...
over here. Yeah.
But if there's something y'all want to talk about let us know in the chat. Oh, look, that's my son, Jason.
So that was our first day there. We were kind of jet lagged and.
Oh my gosh, so tired.
And,
yes.
We were in Lisbon.
Yes, Lisbon. That's their Arc de Triomphe, and this is their very famous trolleys that they have there. But you see that line? We did not get on those trolleys because they were way crowded.
They were packed.
We took the regular bus. And to get up to the castle, which is where this peacock was at,
there were several of those out there.
Oh my gosh, they had, lots of peacocks, and they were quite pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Some peacocks and some peahens. In fact, we watched one peacock showing off for a peahen. This guy, he was showing off, and she couldn't care less. No, there was an actual hen there for a little while. And then she walked down, and there was a pigeon. Somebody was throwing food, so that she was way more interested in the food than she was in his feathers. It's a pretty picture.
Mm-hmm. Lots of sardines.
So this was in Óbidos, and they're known. Apparently, Portugal is well known for sardines, and they're not your normal like what we think of as sardines. They were nice, like grilled. Yeah. Fillet
the
sardine. I mean,
one we had at the restaurant was these
yes.
are probably more normal. These are pretty small.
But they had lots of different flavors of them. Yeah,
it was crazy. It was,
but this was a store that had it was decorated kind of like a bookstore, but it had sardines.
Yeah,
tins and tins of sardines.
We did not take our RV to Portugal, just to be clear. So we took a quick trip over there between Christmas and New Year's.
So the other thing to notice here, this is, I think, get back in Lisbon. You see how the road is this black, but then it has the white tiles. This was throughout the whole city. They would have these patterns and decorations in different plazas. I don't know if you have a plaza or not, but like here's one. So one sidewalk would be a bunch of these. Another one might be waves. It was really cool. And it was something they did years and years ago. As they were forming the city, that these men had done these, and here they are still going on. And in fact, I think if you want, there'll be different patterns outside of different kinds of businesses, and you have to apply, and you have to use one of the approved patterns in order to put in new pavements.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing all over town.
No pontoons, no. Big Al doesn't swim.
So we had to do a bookstore because that's what Deborah does. When she goes to a new city, she has to go to the most famous bookstore in the area. You remember anything about this one?
This one is the oldest bookstore in Portugal.
Okay.
Yep. And I can't remember the name of it. It was in Lisbon, right off the main road.
A lot of the books were not in English.
Yes, most of the books in this bookstore were in Portuguese.
That's a dead person.
Which dead person is it?
That's at that monastery thing we went to.
Right, in Lisbon.
Yeah,
This is in Lisbon,
yeah.
and that's the king, I think it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's say that's the king. Yeah,
Or
yeah, that's the
actually,
king.
it might have been the discoverer, and I'm not going to remember his name. Drew might remember his name.
Columbus.
No, it wasn't Columbus, but he was a very famous discoverer.
Okay. Right.
In Portugal, anyway. Like this guy. It was the guy on the head of this. Yeah.
No, I thought he was the benefactor, the guy that put the money up
right.
for the different ships.
For the yeah. So that's me and the boys looking at this over.
It's a huge monument.
It is, yes, truly large. Yes, it's a very old,
very old dead person.
Yes,
exactly.
Exactly.
He was an explorer, but he's an explorer no more. And then we walked. So there's a pastry that is Portugal famous, and you have to have it. So we tried it several times. The first night we tried it was the best. But they would have these shops all over.
Well, this shop that we were at, that you see me holding it's like a sleeve of these, what are they called? Natal pasties. And this was from the first. And the person that had invented them, and the most original shop, the most famous shop. But it was not our favorite. Maybe it would have been better if we had sat down and had tea, but the line was too long. Yeah. So we just got to go and had them, and it was tasty. Scorpion.
And then there was a Steve McCurry exhibition in town, which was kind of crazy. But Steve McCurry is just an amazing photographer, and so we.
That's probably his most famous.
Yeah, this photo here, the Afghan girl, is his most famous image. But we walked through that, and that was pretty amazing. And then we went to this walled city. Do you remember the name of it?
Obidos. That was where the
back in
sardines.
Obidos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's back in Obidos, and I climbed up on the castle wall. There were some parts of it had a little sidewalk you could walk along and get above the city, and it was pretty amazing.
So it was a pretty small village inside this walled. There was also area outside the walled area that people lived in, but there were people homes and shops, and it was really cute and pretty. That's a great view of it. We were there right after Christmas, so you see these ramparts, the rectangles up above. They had really pretty white lights hanging from them at night, so they very Christmassy, and they had a big red bow on the outside gate. It was very pretty.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
And this city was known for a literary festival.
Yes, and we stayed at a Airbnb, their hotel that was called the Literary Man, and there were books everywhere.
Books, bookshelves, floor to ceiling.
Every room had books in it.
It was chaos.
The decoration Christmas tree was a tree of books. It made my heart happy.
Yep. All right, that's all we have to show you. Didn't want to bore you.
No pictures from Porto.
No, haven't gotten there yet. So
more to come from Porto.
I started processing these, and I just heard Shrag in my head saying, "When are you going to get these out?" So I've been working on
less
them,
than a year,
and I've only got about 3/4 of our trip done.
Let's see, we got back on January 2nd, so almost within 30 days.
Not bad.
Thank you.
All right, I think that's all we have for you.
Okay, Charlie Grace. We're going to go make sure to check out her YouTube channel. It's called Charlie Grace, right? Charlie Grace? I love it. You always call it Charlie Grace. So make sure to check her out. And where are you posting your tour in case some people are in Atlanta or other places, if they can join you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dottie. We highly recommend going to Portugal. I know you were thinking about it. It was very lovely. It was nice. Yeah. It's different from Spain.
Yeah.
Really different, but
not in a bad way, just
and I think it would be better. Like we went, like we said, December 26th to January 2nd. We were there. It was cool to be there over New Year's, but it was dreary weather. I think, and of course, a lot of Portugal is, of course, the beaches and the ocean. So I think it would be much better in the spring. Certainly in the summer, it would be more crowded though, because it does look like it would have some gorgeous views of the water. But Porto was fun because that's where, of course, they do port wine, and that was fun to do a tasting and we had a delicious dinner there. So lots of fun. Lots of fun.
And we did rent a car. We did not rent an RV. I do not recommend driving a big car in that.
No,
Those cities.
we rented a car just really to get
It
from
was,
Lisbon to
yeah,
Porto.
ridiculous.
We parked
A
it.
typical European kind of
Small
thing.
roads.
Yeah, very small roads.
Yeah. Johnny, what do you mean? How did you get Deborah out of there? Out of where? Oh, out of the bookstore, I bet you mean. Yeah. Well, luckily, the Airbnb did have a lot of English books, but he got me out of there because we were headed to Porto, where is the most beautiful bookstore in the world.
Yeah, I haven't processed those photos yet. I should.
I'll be showing those
maybe,
pictures
yeah.
on Instagram or back here because
Those are
truly
nice.
beautiful bookstore.
Yep.
You're welcome. Thank you, Steve, for joining us. We missed all you guys, and we're so glad we get to talk with you, chat with you. Oh, you're going in September? And we'll do it again.
Let us know if you have any questions, Dottie.
Hopefully we'll do it where we can have more interaction. We're trying to figure out how to bring some of y'all on to talk. We're gonna figure that out, and we'll come back hopefully with a few more topics this year. Hopefully we'll be back next week. Who knows what we'll be talking about, but I'm sure it'll be fascinating.
We're just crazy that way. You just never know what we're gonna do.
Okay, Johnny. We'll show the picture here, or I'll just email it to you. Recommended month, perhaps. Yeah, I would go in September would be pretty, I think. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because it would still be warm, but
After
it would
the
be
busy
after the
tourist season.
busy, and they have some nice trees and vegetation, so I bet it'd be very lovely in September.
Yeah.
I think September, October, and May would be nice because it looks like it would have a lot of really pretty flowers. I just couldn't tell you for sure, but lots of. If I went, I would like to go again and go. From Lisbon, you can take a plane over to there's some islands that I want to say Algarve,
Oh, okay.
or maybe that's the beach. There are some Agore, something that looked really cool. So, but all right, Zoom. Yeah, I know, Steve. That's what we should try. We'll do that one time. A Zoom
There is a
call.
Zoom option here, so
We can.
I'll
We're
have
going to
to
figure this
explore
out.
that.
We had an update, and as you could tell at the beginning, we're a little rusty, so we sure weren't going to try anything new. So anyway, I had fun. Thank you so much. This made my heart happy to get to hang out with you guys again. Miss you guys so much, and hopefully we'll talk soon. You guys be safe.
Bye. Good seeing you.